Alright, we got flares, we got batteries, we got Xeno Report 66B, Phase 9, Anno 9002. Anno Domini 1992, filed by Chief Attending Xeno Officer for the eyes of the leading installation officer only. Leader. Unlike the other findings, 66B appears to be of manufactured rather than natural origin, and so warrants additional interest, and need I say security. The bulk of Substance 63 was discovered only 6 yards from where Artifact 66B was buried, and appears at least in part to consist of a solidified form of 63 with a number of operable appendages. The artifact emits a low level of light from a seemingly inexhaustible energy supply, suggesting its origin is indeed as was suspected. Of course, the ramifications of this fact are clear, and appropriate measures are already being taken. Progress is becoming enlightened as to the purpose of the device. If needed, it served a purpose in the traditional sense at all, has been slow. Okay. Following protocol to the letter of assigned by a secondary officer to the artifact on Phase 7, only for him to go missing the following day. He was eventually returned to the site from a previously uncharted area of the mines, presumably having discovered a new route, avoiding the cave-ins. At this stage, we can only assume what transpired since he remains in a state of disorientation. Far be it from me to question the decisions of the elevated caste, but I am struggling to understand the necessity of conducting standard scientific testing in this case. I, of course, have full faith in the abilities of my research team, put together and sent here by my immediate superior. I simply wonder whether their time might be better employed on the main site. Nevertheless, it is comforting to know that the actions of every member of the organization are carefully choreographed and controlled by those far outranking myself, both in stature and wisdom. And with this in mind, I feel fully justified in filing an official request for further manpower. We've already lost a number of workers to unforeseen events, largely while engaging in studies mentioned earlier, and further investigation of the area calls for volunteers to carry out tasks altogether too hazardous in nature to risk the well-being of more elevated organization members. In particular, the tunnel system above the secondary site requires immediate cartography. Weird. I have a saw. Why not? It looks like it gives me like the option to grab it, but I can't actually do anything. Oh, there we go. I can do that. That's about it. All right, let's leave. What shit am I doing? I'm in further to the mine. Okay, I can saw through wood. Noted. Storage. There's a dog down here somewhere. We're almost there, okay. Shit. I jot down.
Those holes in my mind are increasingly gaping. You cannot breach the inner sanctum of the place of storing. The entryway is blocked.
Yes.
So what if the squashy material between my ears is squashier than most? I may not be perfect like a hanging picture, but my words are wise and backed up by time. A pox on both your brain cells. Try as I may, you must think that I deceive you with my admittingly cunning ways. As far as my eye has seen, our rocky grave extends, and yet you cast away my hope like you would a puppy freshly rolled in its own feces. I hope that your warped sense of morality is better company than I, because now it is all you have left.
What?
I'm sorry. Sometimes my emotions are like a disobedient pet. Uncontrollable and often rolling in shit.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Better safe than sorry, they say. But I think we are both sorrier than we are safe. A tunnel lies between a nearby watery cave and the place where things are kept. Take the second right from the closed door, and you will find what you seek.
Okay, I will look at that on the map. He wants me to go to excavation. Okay. Anything interesting out here? No. Okay, we're just gonna go. Oh good, this looks like the best possible tunnel I could have picked to go down. Military supplies. Can't be more than 20 years old. See, the tunnel leading to the storm was pretty high, though. Yeah, I got that. Draft coming from the dank-looking hole up there, all the same, is hardly inviting. In fact, it's the complete opposite. A shorter piece of the fractured ladder lying on a bed of scattered metal splinters. There we go. It's fixed. Perfect. Could have been damaged when I got the power back on. The man, still clutching, still looking for what? Before him lies metal jutting awkward from the earth. A hatch, a portal, a hole, a door. Unfamiliar text. Who are these figures huddled around? What secrets are hidden behind the faces of men? I felt something that time. I didn't feel before, but I'm sure it's always been there. It's as if a small part of me is still trapped inside the artifact. Note! The test substance continues to defy identification. Both chemical and xeno investigations fail to produce meaningful results. Testing continues. Test 102, bromine test, normal, pH 5. Acid amide test, amide, negative. Ammonia NH3, negative, unreactive. Hydrochloric acid solution, negative for sulfate, sulfide, and chlorate ions. Test 106, standard hallucinogenics. Mild intoxicant. Test abandoned due to most test subjects suffering massive internal hemorrhage within 1 to 2 hours. Oh, good. Test 107, positive, negative metalcations, incomplete. Test 108, human hallucinogenics, incomplete. Testing of the gaseous fog has been considerably more successful. It appears to be a harmless blend of sulfur, chlorine, and aromatic amine, which gives it the floating visual effect. Please note that harmless here is used in the xenochemic sense. It is harmless insofar as we have identified it and so can take the necessary safety measures. If directly ingested, it would naturally be lethal. Don't breathe the fog. Potassium dichromate paper, positive for sulfur. Litmus test, negative for all but chlorine. Hydrochloric acid solution, positive for aromatic amine. Amine. I don't know how to say that word. I'm not a chemist. Work continues on the issue of transporting the substance. So far, removing it from its dormant location causes its base state to radically change, producing massive heat to the detriment of 3 workers, one of whom was no longer operational due to his injuries. Following heat dissipation, the substance appears to turn dead, unreactive to every test we have the equipment to run. The prevailing theory is that somehow the disruption of the material causes it to enter hugely accelerated chemical decay. We estimate its half-life to be approximately 0.4 seconds, so half a second before it Screws up. Big flat plane of rock used for loading. Some kind of altar. Oh, good. I got altars here. Alright, well, I guess we're going in. Rock itself looks as if it's given up on life and begun to decay like the rest of this place. But there is fog there, which I don't really want to go into. Newer than the rest of the mine equipment, these lamps. Looks like some kind of excavation. Not like any mining operation I've ever seen. I don't know where that mist is coming from, but I don't fancy getting any closer to find out. Doesn't really seem to be much of a way to go either. The side facing the excavation seems more corroded. What do I do? I think I just need to get up there. Maybe if I just... Can I move this? I can. Can and I will. Yeah, I might put part of the ladder up there as well. But for now, I want to just get this up on here. There we go. What if I do this? Got it. God. Okay, those are eggs. God. Nothing lays eggs that big. They're leathery, so they can't be mammalian. More likely amphibious or insectoid. Yeah, I mean, we've... God, this place is... Yeah, I can't go back. Nope. Nope. How about... Oh God. Came from an animal. We're gonna go this way. This was the wrong goddamn way to go. Alright. Whoop. Broken paraffin lamp. Okay. So if I do... I was standing too close to it. Get that. We're gonna go... That was my fault. That was my bad. That was very much my bad. Let's, do this. There we go.
Now you should find yourself in the watery cave of Conversation Pest, with a tunnel above you from times ahead. In this tunnel, for both our sakes, be careful, not curious. I have already spoken to you about the cat, and repeating myself is not only out of the question, but out of the window and climbing down the guttering. There are spiders in the tunnels that love to suck on the humany fluids, so do not disturb the walls. They are fragile like the china vase in the hooves of the bull.
Noted. shit. Okay. This is one of those stupid, like, you have to like memorize what's going on and do everything. Things. Can I? No, I just have to friggin' go. Okay. I just have to go. I just have to go and not stop. That's very much noted. Just go. Just go. Just go. Just go. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it's more dead things. Go, 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 go. Ah. How? Okay. Just go. Just go. Just go. Just go. Ow. My last painkillers.
Insect repellent in that red and white cross box in that room. Just in case those spiders found your flesh delicious. How does my brain flesh know your fluids are leaking? Because the red tricked you. The spidery tunnel was far from a necessary evil. More so, it served as a well-deserved punishment.
What an asshole.
My mind has been lost to the ravages of time, but poetic justice has struck with a sonnet and an 8-legged baptism of fire. With justice now served cold, I hope that we can be good friends. Now reclaim the key and go-go juice, and find a way to the mining monster.
What an asshole. No, other way. Got it. Can of gasoline, alright. Oh, good, beef jerky. I wish I could eat the beef jerky myself. Get some health back. Useless equipment. Ventilations. Which I might need to go through. In fact. Yeah. Okay, we'll go in there in a minute. I'm looking around a little bit more. There. Can go in there. Can't go in there, but that's where the ventilation thing leads to, so we'll go that way. And then I guess that's back out in the main hallway, is my assumption there. Can I... Okay, I don't think there's anything in there. Unless... No. Alright. It could have been like something hidden. You don't know. It could have been. It could have been. I suppose I can trust these things a bit more. I'm not dead yet. Still, they must have a purpose. What could it be? Inuit mythology, Christian foresight. First published 1903. Over the past 100 years, our people has seen something of a religious revelation. The Kalaallit and Inuit in general might be said to have seen the error of our ways, and Christianity has become increasingly embraced throughout the Arctic communities. It is the purpose of this paper to explore the true roots of our long-held beliefs and to uncover how they might be justified today in our newfound enlightenment. As such, this essay will be the first I've written in English as opposed to our native Kalaalleq. Animate? It is no coincidence that the word animak bears resemblance to the English word angel. Does it? Is that an RN or an M? The animate are the Inuit equivalent of the soul, the undying entity released in the death of its worldly body. The concept itself is obviously well grounded in decent Christian belief. However, previous thought has been blasphemous to the extent that souls are attributed to all things, man or beast. To claim such a thing would be to imply that the killing of a beast for food is the same as the murder of your fellow man, and such belief simply cannot be held the civilized Inuit. It's an RN. Turn gate. Legends speak of disembodied spirits, malicious in nature, sabotaging tools, turning hunts bad, and at times even possessing the weak or unfortunate. A Turngak appears to have no recognized or agreed origin, both in terms of the legends itself and the individual being, causing great doubt to be entirely justifiable. Can we, in our Christian foresight, really believe in possessions and evil spirits? It seems perfectly clear to this writer that the real origin of the Turngate beliefs lies in the Christian demon. For as we are taught by the generous and selfless Moravian Church, without whose support our people would no doubt have starved many years ago, the demon is capable of possession and of countless other atrocities, which only the good Christian man can avoid through a lifetime of humility and devotion. Ngakuit. With the conclusions reached above, the status of the cherished Angakuk, the tribe shaman, should be obvious. Such people are in league with the Turngate demons, working side by side to control and contain the Kalaallit people. We have no need for such superstition and suspicion breeding people in our Christian ways. Protestant priests can perform all of the Angakuit's duties and more beside. God. The final challenge of a work such as this should be to find the nature of the Christian God and to ask why he has not been present for so many years of Inuit belief. Until recently, the Inuit people wrongly attributed to Anarnit almost godlike status in certain cases and treated the Turngate as the devil incarnate. It is no major leap of faith to suggest that such beliefs have been underpinned by a central concern that there has been something missing in our Inuit life. That something is indubitably God. I hope that my findings have informed and enlightened the atheistic few that remain in Inuit culture, and ask the Lord Jesus Christ to redeem their souls. Peter Henry. Nature. Later. Okay.